Welcome to Throwback Thursday, where I play a game that I've already reviewed in the past, and this week I'm doing a request from Matthew Bingham, who asked me to play Demon Attack on the Atari 2600. So let's get her started. This is one of the more well-known Atari games. It does borrow heavily from Phoenix in just the, just the general layout of the game, where you have overhead enemies that fire down at you. I mean, there are other games like that. I mean, the Space Invaders is a really good example, a real popular example. But it's just the manner in which these enemies attack and behave, and not to mention the fact that it kind of, like, the waves kind of go in like an alternating format where you get two of the same and then you get another two of the next variety. Like, you know, this is the green versions of these fucking creatures. Right after the blue ones. Now we're gonna get something else after this. We're gonna get, and then yeah, they start splitting up, which is similar to Phoenix in that, you know, you get the birds who have the you clip their wings. Although, you know, you can't hit them straight on. But again, I know I don't want to make this into a comparison video. Ah, shit, there's my first death. I don't want to make this into a comparison. I did the same thing with when I did the review. You know, I even though this game, like I said, does borrow from Phoenix, it's not, you know, if there was no Phoenix, there probably would be no Demon Attack. But I don't consider this a ripoff, per se. You know, it's too, for one thing, it's too good to be a full-fledged ripoff. There's enough different about it too. I mean, you could rip off a game and make it great if if everything about it is the same. Then yeah, you know, that's a straight-up ripoff. But you can take enough inspiration from a game, have a lot of the same elements. It won't, you know, it's not going to be an innovator, that's for sure. But, you know, you did something great with something that, you know, already existed. It's kind of like, you know, how the Flintstones, you know, basically borrowed the Honeymooners formula and just put it into an animation. I know I went out of the realm there with going by a TV series as opposed to, oh man, I just walked right back into it. I was out of the range. Don't bother going for it if you know, if you're just gonna shit. That was too close. I guess I could have thought of a game that would that. You know what? You know, Silent Hill. I remember when it first came out, there was a lot of comparisons to Resident Evil. I mean, it had a lot of this the eerie feeling, but it was and it was survival horror, but it was also you know, a very different game, and a great game in its own right. You know, there's a lot of music that's the same way. Come on, come on. But if you do something like Vanilla Ice and just completely, you know, rip a song, and it's one thing to rip off a song or a game and not own up to it. You know, if you just said, hey, you know, there was, I don't even know the name of the damn Foo Fighters song. That's, it's, the riff is fucking Holy Diver, but it was done as a tribute to Dio, who had passed away recently, relatively recently at the time. I do not know the name of it. You know, it's like not even a little bit. I think I might have only heard the song a few times too. I don't know. I'm not really, don't really follow them too much. in their later years, that's for sure. I'm gonna die. Nope, I'm not. And I think that's it. Yeah, that was my final death. I'd say that's pretty, you know, I mean, that wasn't the best run of all time, but, you know, I got a good chunk of time out of it. 63-70. It's a, you know, whatever. It's a score. It is what it is. So that's it for Demon Attack. Again, it's a great game, even if it isn't a totally original game. If you have any requests for future throwbacks, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.